Welcome guys to another video of Basic Ethical Hacking series. I just want to thank all of my 23 people subscribed in my channel. You don't know how happy I am right now for supporting me, for liking, subscribe, commenting on my videos, and of course for watching. So let's go ahead and start this video. So before we begin, in the last video, I discussed about basic Linux command, where we create, modify, and locate files and directories. Now I will teach you how to manipulate text. And also I will teach you about upgrading, installing, updating, and removing softwares in Linux. So in the last video, I teach you about how we can read text files. So we do a cat, if you remember, cat space the destination of your text file. So for this video, I'm going to use nikto.configuration or nikto.conf, and we press enter. Well, all of the lines will be output in the terminal. So what if we are dealing with 100 lines, 200 lines, 1000? So we will be using the first command that I will teach you is head. Head actually outputs the 10 first lines in a file. So to do that, just type in head and then the location of your file. So etc/nikto.conf and then pressing enter. We see here that we output the first 10 lines from this text file. Okay, now what if we want to specify a line, like maybe 20 lines? So just type in again head space dash the lines that you want, 20 lines, and then the location of the file, which is in etc/nikto.conf, and then pressing enter. So we can see here the first 20 lines of the nikto.conf file. So now the opposite, how we can read the file um, underneath or the last lines of the file. So we do this using tail and then space the file name or the file location. So let me just give you a tip. If you don't want to type again, just press the up key, down key from your previous history of your command lines. So I will do this now just to make it faster. So tail slash etc slash nikto.conf. So we have displayed the first 10 lines in the last lines of the nikto.conf, as we can see here. Right? So what if we want to read that first 20 lines in the last lines of the nikto.conf? Just type in tail space dash 20, then it will output the, the first or the last 20 lines of the file. So the next command is actually displaying a number line on the text when you are displaying the text in the terminal. So it is just NL for number line and the location of your file. So nikto.conf and then pressing enter, and we have here the number lines. So the next command that I will teach you is more. So more etc/nikto, and let's press enter. So here we can see the display of the configuration file. We can see here that it has 36% more. So more is actually less because when we enter, it actually outputs one line at a time. So it is also considered less output. So to quit here, let's just press Q. So the next command is actually less. the opposite of more, and then slash etc slash Nikto, and then pressing enter. And here we can see the Nikto conf. It is actually outputting more because when we see here, I am scrolling right now, so we can display much more. In addition to that, it has also another functionality to search for terms like slash to search Nikto, for example. Well, you can see here that it outputs or highlights the Nikto terms that we are seeing in the file. So that's what the aficionado Linux keep saying. More is less and less is more. So to quit, just press Q. So from the previous video, I teach you or show you how to use grep. So let me just recap it. So to use grep, um, let's use cat first to display the uh, Nikto configuration file. So what it does is it display the Nikto configuration file. So to grep, just press or type in pipeline. It's beside your enter key, and then grep. So this will actually filter Nikto, the keyword, from the line. So all the lines that contain Nikto will be shown in the display. So pressing enter, and we have here highlighted color red, the Nikto keyword. So what are the other things that you can use? So we can use from the previous uh, command the NL number line, and then the Nikto configuration file, and the grep Nikto. So pressing enter. So this is how you can use grep command. The grep command is actually what some Linux users using just to filter out the text file, and you are more likely to use less because it outputs more text than the more command. It is actually up to you how to develop your feel and preferences. So now we will deal with installing, removing, updating, upgrading packages, repositories in Linux. So let me just keep you in mind that in Ubuntu, Debian, Kali Linux, we are using package manager called opt. So APT. It stands for Advanced Packaging Tool. So you may have used Arch Linux, another Linux distribution. It actually uses a package manager called Pacman for installing files. So we will not be discussing Pacman, we will use opt for the Kali Linux. So now I will teach you the first command. It is actually first for searching. So apt dash cache space search space the package or the software that you will search. For me, I will just test it out. KeePassXE, our good old password manager. So we have here the app dash cache search KeePass. So remember that command. Just press enter. Oh, we can see here that we have KeePassX and KeePassXE for searching the software. So what if we want to install the KeePassXE? So it is just opt again dash get, and then install KeePassXE and press enter. Actually, this warning or error is permission denied. So why? Are you root? It's saying. So this is what we actually do. Sudo. That is actually super user do. So it gives you privilege to install packages or installing softwares when you are using sudo. If your account or the username that you're using is actually a part of group sudoers. So I will discuss to you later about this sudo super user do. So let's just say sudo apt dash get space install keypassXC. Then press enter, and we have to input again the password of our machine. So it is actually installing, but it asks if you want to continue. It has additional 21 MB. So let's press yes, Y. So we have finished installing the KeePassXC software. Now what if we want to remove a software? So simple, it is app-get again, and then remove. And the search command or the keyword KeePassXC. So let's press enter. And actually it asks again for if you are root. So we will use again sudo superuser do, and then click Y for yes to continue. So we have uninstalled the KeePassXC software, but it has actually a few files left inside this Linux machine. So how do we remove that? So we will just use sudo again, app-get, and then purge, purge. So we will purge any existing file that KeePassXC has. Press enter. Some softwares actually has some few files left after removing the files. So for this, the KeePassXC doesn't have any more files. So some repositories are periodically being updated, but it doesn't reach you automatically. So you have to request them in order to apply those updates in your system. Updating is actually not the same as upgrading. Updating is just updating the software repositories of your system. So for upgrading, it actually upgrade the packages that are installed in your Kali Linux or in your machine. So to update your software repository, just type in again sudo for superuser do, and then up-get, and then update. So the keyword here is update. So press enter. So the password again is being asked. So this is actually my first time updating my software repository, so I just skip it in this video. So now we have update our repositories. Now we will do an upgrade of the installed packages into the latest version. So just type in app or sudo app-get and then upgrade, and then press enter. So we have here that it is asking for a 1585 MB to be upgraded, and it will be freed, or it will free a 102 megabytes of this. So we can see here the packages that will be installed in the latest version. So we have here also Python. So let's just press Y to continue. And I will skip this video because it will take a long time to download and upgrade. So if you have encountered this confirmation, just press yes. So now I have finished here installing or upgrading our packages into the latest version. So the last thing that I will teach you is how you can install packages and tools using Git. So there might be some tools or packages that are not available in Kali Linux, so you may have to resort with other external resources. So to do this, let's go in our web browser, and we will search for linpiece, which is what I use for Linux and Windows privilege escalation. So here is the link in the second, and let's open this. So here is the link and the resources here. You can see here the cute linpiece or piece. So we have to install this one. Just copy this link and let's go back to our terminal. So we will just type in git, or rather, I want this to install in our cd op. So we can see here we will install this one in our slash opt or opt. So let's just go ahead and type in git space clone and then space Control Shift V to copy in the terminal. So we will copy our link in the terminal. So let's just press enter. So for this one, it has permission denied. So what do we do again? We use sudo and then git clone and then copy the link. Then press enter and then type in your password. Oh, that's wrong. So cloning into privilege escalation. So this will download the files. Now it has successfully installed or copied the files. So we will just use ls to list. So we have here the privilege escalation from our GitHub link. So I hope you learned a lot in this video. If you love it, please hit like and subscribe and comment down below your thoughts, opinions, suggestions, feedbacks, and I will be seeing you in the next video, which I will be talking about or teaching you about file permissions and adding and removing users. So take care and thank you for watching.